So you want to use custom radio buttons, do you? So I got this email from a company called Owler. I don't know how I got on their list, but chances are it's legitimate because I often sign up for stuff for startups. What I noticed though is these radio buttons here, and they're very obviously not system radio buttons. So I thought, well, how did they make these, and are they accessible? So let's see if they're accessible. I'm going to turn on VoiceOver.
VoiceOver on Safari. Unsubscribe emails from our window. Unsubscribe emails from our HTML content has keyboard focus.
Okay,
You are
so
currently
I
on
have
HTML
the
content. To enter the web area, press Control Option Shift down arrow.
so I have the item focused. I got this weird cursor that's just blinking here, which is kind of weird. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely not an actual cursor. I'm going to tab.
Leaving leaving group. Sidebar button. You are currently on the button. Share button. Show all tab. Leaving toolbar. Leaving HTML content. Back button. VoiceOver off.
So that's kind of weird. Why did I not get anything? Why did I not get focus on any of these things? What's going on here? There is actually an update button on here. So if I actually change the value of one of these, I can do that. Now there's that weird cursor again, and I don't know why that's there. But now that button is actually enabled. So if I turn VoiceOver back on,
VoiceOver on update button. Leaving HTML. Leaving group. Show all. Leaving update button. VoiceOver off.
okay. So they've done an okay job here of indicating whether this button is enabled or disabled, and they've done it both visually and programmatically, and that's fine. But the problem here is that these radio buttons basically do not exist. Now I'll forego the discussion of why you would want to make fake radio buttons that look like regular radio buttons, just smaller and obviously less clear. But we'll go into here and we'll check out this. Check out these radio buttons here. So this is highlighted. This is in Safari's inspector, and this is highlighted here. There's a couple things to take note of. First off, if I actually go here to the input itself, we will see that the inputs display property is set to display none. So if we look here on the right, it says display none. So the actual legitimate radio button for this is display none, which means it's hidden from all assistive technologies as well. So that's part of why we don't get focused to anything, because it doesn't actually exist. And then here's the other part. Here's a label. This is the label itself, and as you'll see when I focus in DevTools to the label here, the actual item itself gets a little highlight in the visual view of the browser. And what's happening is, what they have done is they've created this thing as a background image. So this image there, this pseudo radio button, is actually a background image on the label element, and of course this label element also does not have any text in it. So here you go. This is a great example of how you can go ahead and make an inaccessible set of radio buttons that don't work for people with screen readers. Way to go, Owler.